Ferrari is launching its 2026
Formula One car earlier than almost anyone else.
But here's the twist. What they show the world in January
Might not be the car they actually race.
and hidden inside that decision is a massive gamble. Not just for Ferrari,
But for Lewis Hamilton's entire legacy,
because 2026 isn't just another season.
it's a complete reset.
New cars,
New engines.
new rules,
And possibly
one last chance.
the 2026.
Formula 1. Regulations represent the biggest technical reset in decades. Every team is starting again.
New chassis.
New power units, radically different energy systems, active aerodynamics. For the first time in years, no one truly knows what fast looks like. All the development so far has happened in isolation. Inside simulators, wind tunnels, and spreadsheets.
But once these cars hit the track together,
Many assumptions will collapse. And Ferrari knows this. Ferrari will unveil its 2026 car on January 23rd, earlier than most rivals. On the surface, this looks aggressive.
but in reality, it's cautious. Ferrari is not launching its final car.
It's launching Spec A, a deliberately conservative version designed to
Validate systems.
check reliability, accumulate mileage, avoid catastrophic early failures. This mirrors what Mercedes did during the early turbo hybrid era.
When they dominated Formula,
One by prioritizing finishing laps over chasing headlines. The biggest enemy in 2026 won't be slow lap times. It will be not running at all.
with new engines, complex energy harvesting, and active aero,
Reliability failures could cost teams entire test days.
Ferrari's thinking is simple.
Learn first, upgrade later. This means Barcelona testing car, race 1 car. Bahrain spec may be different again. Australia could feature major changes. Ferrari is betting that knowledge beats surprise performance.
Here's where it gets dangerous.
Under the cost cap, Ferrari cannot build infinite parts.
Run parallel development paths. Fix every mistake.
Every upgrade must justify its cost.
This turns 2026 into a game of development triage.
What gives the biggest lap time return? What can wait?
What gets abandoned? Ferrari believes early learning will prevent expensive dead ends. Ferrari admits something crucial. They don't know how rivals will deploy.
Energy boost modes, overtake strategies, active aero profiles. In traffic, tactics may matter more than raw speed. Teams that learn fastest in real racing conditions could steal an early championship advantage. And this places pressure not just on engineers, but on drivers. Lewis Hamilton's first season at Ferrari was not the fairy tale many imagined. Yes, there were flashes. A sprint win in China, competitive average qualifying pace.
But the reality was brutal. Hamilton struggled with
Heavy engine braking,
unfamiliar Brembo brake feel.
a car that demanded a different driving philosophy.
He looked frustrated.
Angry, emotionally drained. And by season's end, he was failing to escape Q1. Hamilton is now 40.
He has endured.
His worst F1 season. A failed Mercedes farewell. A painful Ferrari adaptation. The ground effect era never suited him.
Late braking, sharp rotation, rear instability.
But 2026 could change that.
New cars may allow Hamilton to drive his way again.
This isn't about miracles. It's about margins. As Fred Vasseur says,
10 small deficits of 3/100ths become 3/10ths. If Ferrari gets 2026 right, Hamilton could
rewrite his Ferrari story. Fight for one final title.
end his career on his own terms.
If they don't, then 25 won't just be a bad season. It may be remembered as the beginning of the end.